The year was 1970, a time of change and new beginnings. England was still recovering from Beatlemania, the cultural phenomenon that had swept the nation and the world. And amidst this backdrop, a plucky little company called Land Rover decided to shake things up a bit. They had a vision. They'd been building rugged, go-anywhere vehicles for years, vehicles that could tackle the toughest terrains and the harshest conditions. The Series 1, they called it. A true workhorse, beloved by adventurers and farmers alike. But they had a new idea, something more refined. Enter the Range Rover, a vehicle that promised luxury without compromising on capability. It was a bit of a head-scratcher at first. People weren't sure what to make of it. Part workhorse, part posh chariot. It was a bold experiment. Could it really do both? Could it be both rugged and refined? The early Range Rovers were Spartan. Vinyl seats, plastic dashboards, no frills, just functionality. They weren't afraid of a little mud, I'll give them that. But something interesting happened. People loved it. They embraced its dual nature. The farmers loved its go-anywhere attitude. It was a reliable partner in their daily grind. The gentry loved its unique blend of utility and comfort. It was a status symbol that didn't sacrifice practicality. The Range Rover, against all odds, became a hit. It defied expectations and carved out a niche of its own. Little did we know, a legend was born. A legend that would go on to define luxury and capability for decades to come. The Range Rover was a breath of fresh air in a world of boring cars. It was capable, yes, but it was also stylish. People started to take notice. This wasn't just a farmer's tool anymore. This was a statement. The first generation, known as the Classic, had a good run. Over 2 decades, in fact. It received updates, of course. Engines got bigger, interiors got slightly less plasticky. But the core remained the same. It was still the go-anywhere, do-anything vehicle that had captured the hearts of so many. And then, in 1994, everything changed. The world got a glimpse of the future. The second-generation Range Rover, the P38A, was a revelation. Gone were the Spartan interiors of old. In their place, leather, wood, and all the creature comforts you could want. This was a Range Rover that wasn't afraid to pamper its occupants. But it wasn't all about luxury. The P38A was also packed with technology. Terrain response, they called it. A system that could adapt the car's settings to any terrain. Brilliant, really, and a bit ridiculous if I'm honest. But that was the Range Rover way. Combine luxury and capability in a way no other car could. It was a winning formula, and it cemented the Range Rover's status as a true icon. With each new generation, the Range Rover got more advanced. More luxurious too. The third generation, launched in 2002, was a masterpiece of engineering. It was bigger, bolder, and more capable than ever before. They even added a supercharged engine. Because why not? This was a Range Rover that could do it all. Cross continents in comfort? Check. Tackle the toughest terrains? No problem. Out-accelerate a sports car? Well, almost. But it wasn't just about brute force. The technology inside was truly groundbreaking. Touchscreen displays, advanced air suspension, and a suite of driver assistance systems. The Range Rover was evolving, and it was only getting started. Section 5, A Star is Born. Range Rover in the spotlight. The Range Rover has always had a certain cachet. It exudes an air of sophistication and elegance that few other vehicles can match. Even in its early days, it was the vehicle of choice for the discerning few. Those who valued both performance and luxury found a perfect match in the Range Rover. But as it evolved, it became more than just a car. It became a symbol. Royalty loved it. It was seen at royal events carrying dignitaries and heads of state. Celebrities couldn't get enough of it. You'd see them everywhere. From movie stars to musicians, everyone wanted to be seen in a Range Rover. From the streets of London to the red carpets of Hollywood, the Range Rover was a common sight. It was a vehicle that transcended boundaries and cultures. The Range Rover was everywhere. It was equally at home in the city as it was in the countryside, showcasing its versatility. And not just because it was a status symbol, it was admired for its engineering excellence and reliability. It was because it was a damn good car. Its off-road capabilities were unmatched, and it offered a level of comfort that was unparalleled. It was comfortable, capable, and stylish. The interior was designed with the utmost attention to detail, providing a luxurious experience. What more could you want? It had everything one could desire in a vehicle. The Range Rover had firmly established itself as a cultural icon. It appeared in movies, TV shows, and was a part of pop culture. And its star was only going to rise higher. With each new model, it continued to set the standard for luxury SUVs. Section 6. From strength to strength. The Range Rover family grows. The Range Rover wasn't content with just one model. Oh no, they had a vision, a grand vision. They had to go and create an entire family. A family that would redefine luxury SUVs. First came the Range Rover Sport, a dynamic, powerful addition, a smaller, sportier version of the original. Then came the Evoque, a game changer, a compact SUV that brought Range Rover style to a whole new audience. It was urban, it was chic. And then, the coup de grace, the Range Rover Velar, a masterpiece. A sleek, stylish SUV that slotted perfectly between the Range Rover Sport and the Evoque. It was the epitome of elegance. It was a crowded market, but the Velar took it by storm. It was that good. It won awards, it turned heads. The Range Rover family had become a force to be reckoned with, a symbol of excellence. Each model offered something unique, each had its own personality, but they all shared that same DNA, that unmistakable Range Rover essence, that same blend of luxury, capability, and style that had made the original Range Rover such a legend, a legacy that continues to grow. Section 7. A legacy of innovation, sustainability, and the future. The world of motoring is changing, and Range Rover is changing with it. They're embracing sustainability without compromising on performance. Hybrids, plug-in hybrids, and yes, even fully electric Range Rovers are on the horizon. It's a bold new world out there, but one thing's for sure. Range Rover is ready for it. They're even experimenting with autonomous driving technology. Imagine that. A self-driving Range Rover. It sounds like something out of a science fiction film, but it's closer than you think. The future of Range Rover is bright and electrifying. Section 8. The legend continues Range Rover's enduring appeal. From humble beginnings to global icon, the Range Rover has come a long way. It's a testament to British engineering and a symbol of automotive excellence. But what is it that makes the Range Rover so special? Why, after all these years, is it still so sought after? It's simple, really. The Range Rover is more than just a car, it's an experience. It's the feeling of knowing that you can go anywhere, do anything. It's about making a statement. And it's about enjoying the finer things in life. The Range Rover is a legend that shows no signs of slowing down. And I, for one, can't wait to see what they come up with next.